this place is not worth the money. It's got a view of, you know, the area, which is kind of cool, not too shabby. You can go outside, get some fresh air. When I first came into this room, this is when I started realizing, oh man, this is like not a good deal. It's the thinnest styrofoam you can ever have. Here, I am right here, right by the Central Park. I think it's called Park Pino Suarez. Here in Centro, Villahermosa. And I just wanted to make a quick video about the place that I'm staying. We decided to stay for one night at this place called Centric Suite. It's $40. We just wanted to stay one night because we're gonna try and go to Frontera tomorrow. And we saw this on Airbnb. It looked decent, the pictures were good. It has a fridge and a kitchen, so we're like 40 bucks one night, we'll give it a shot. Here we are, right on Pino Suarez Avenue. There's an OXXO right there. Try to cross from the park, and we're right next to that OXXO. And the reason I'm showing this to you is because it sucks. Looked like decent price, had decent accommodations. Even though the front door area looked a bit sketchy, we're just like, you know, it's probably nice inside. We're gonna give it a shot since we're only staying for this one night. So let's go in. Let's go in. Here we are. Just kind of put your hand behind that lock there to get in. And there is a code, but I left this unlocked so I don't have to deal with it for the moment. Our room is on the 3rd floor and there's no elevator. Still, after the stairs, coming into this place, it's not so bad, you know. It's like, got some cool stuff. We got this balcony here. It's kind of like shareable balcony. It's got a view of, you know, the area, which is kind of cool. But what I really want to share is like what I'm disappointed in and why I would not suggest to book this room. Here we go. The door is like paper thin. The walls, they're okay. It's drywall, not the best, especially here in Tabasco. Most of the walls are made out of cement, you know. And the place that I usually stay, the Airbnb I usually stay in, has great insulation, has cement walls, and here's a little kitchen setup, which again, doesn't look too shabby from the outset, but then you look up at this like nice, beautiful view window that they just painted, or they just stuck on the wall. It's kind of cheap and, I don't know, just a little frustrating. I knew from the booking that that was fake. I thought to myself, I know where this building is. I saw the picture and it makes it look like you've got a window with a view, and I'm like, there's just no way there's a view like that anywhere in downtown Centro. So I already knew that was fake, but still I'm just like, we're gonna go for it. So, okay, again, this door is paper thin to the bathroom. Gotta take a step up. Where's the light here? I don't even know where the light is. Is there a light in here? Oh, there it is. Okay, and when I first came into this room, this is when I started realizing, oh man, this is like not a good deal. Cement here, cement there. Then I look up and I realize, oh, this ceiling is a false ceiling, and that's just styrofoam. The only thing separating, the shower's not so bad. It looks like they kind of did this more recently, but the only thing separating me from the outside heat is this styrofoam ceiling that we have. So we've got paper door, styrofoam ceiling, and look, you can see the crack between this fake false ceiling and the drywall that's like really kind of poorly done. And it was hot in here when we first arrived, so I turned on the AC. That's a good thing. That's an upsell. They've got an AC. The problem is that I've had this thing cranking at the lowest setting, 16 degrees Celsius, since I arrived. And mid-afternoon, when it's as hot as it gets, with this ceiling, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it does a little bit, but the heat just escapes immediately. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about, if I can get up here without dying. So when I got here, there we go. I don't want this counter to break. I decided to peek up here and look at this. This is like, it's the thinnest styrofoam you can ever have. And here we are. We're basically outside. You see that? Got the metal ceiling, got some bricks, but we are basically outside. Spin back on if I can. There we go. Come on. Okay. it down without dying. Even that stool is like cheap ass plastic. So yeah, that huge bummer, realizing that my AC during the day isn't really gonna help much, and it didn't. So I was kind of just exhausted laying here in like a perpetual cooling heating cycle that just never ends. You never really get much cooler, get much colder. You know, the floor is old. It's like all kind of got like fake, like it's like pretending to be nice. You know, you have this nice picture on the wall, but everything is junk, which was a bummer. The other reason we booked this place was because of the fridge, and we had a bunch of food that we've used from the other Airbnb for the last few days that we wanted to keep good, in good shape. And so we came here, put the food in the fridge. There's a light switch that they've got kind of connected to the fridge here. Turned it on, went inside, made sure that, you know, the cooling level was right. And 5 hours later, the fridge still doesn't work. So what they did, they said, oh, just, you know, toggle the switch. I said, I toggled the switch. I said, okay, well then unplug it and try a different contact. So I did that, you know, moved the contact over to that. Fridge still doesn't work. 5 hours later, food's hot, food's ruined. And then we're like, hey, what can we do? I've got medicine I've got to keep cold. They're like, well, why don't you use the emergency fridge that's out in the hallway here? Which would have been nice to know about earlier. But, okay. I don't know why you couldn't, you know, give us a fridge that worked. Now we've got to use this fridge outside. And sure enough, walked out here into the hallway, and there we've got a nice new refrigerator that's working. So, I put my stuff in there. I guess it's gonna get cold, even though most of it's ruined at this point. This place is not worth the money. There's a hotel right next door, like a nice one with good staff, and it's about the same price. I hope this helps somebody out there not to say eccentric suite Airbnb in Villahermosa, Tabasco. Hey, future Dennis here. Do you hear that sound? Can you hear it? I don't know. I feel like I have to yell for you to hear me. But that's the sound of rain on a tin roof. A tin roof that is just right above my styrofoam insulation. Ooh, the rain's slowing down a little bit. Wow, that was like a sudden stop. It's not the best way to get a good night's sleep in a city that rains a lot. I feel like they could have gone the extra mile and, you know, at least put some drywall in or something, but at least it's stopped for now. It's been going for about an hour. I still hear thunder. I'm sure it'll come back, but up. Future Dennis back here again, about to leave the Airbnb. Keep this back. Okay, are you ready to go? Cool, bye.
Bye.
Bye.